Hello people, I'm back. I decided to convert my NITRO HoBao car to electric, and that I'm gonna make another video about. But after I decided that and sold the NITRO engine and other parts from the HoBao car, I had a need to get another NITRO car. So I bought this very little used, it's a HPI on Norwegian we call it, or HPI or something. No. And it's called, what's it called again? HPI Trophy Truggy 4.6 is it called. The seller told me that the car was only started and never driven. And if you look at it here, it looks completely mint. You can see the wheels. Yeah, these wheels I got from another car, but because I bought two cars, one car just for the spare parts. But you see the engine here and everything, it's completely mint. So today I have to break it in, and I found this location here. It's sort of a fabric here, but they are not running, so the area here is not used. So this is a sort of a big parking spot, or what to call it, and they are building some new houses on the rear. You can see the black building there. So I don't think I'm going to disturb any people here, but there may be going to be a kind of a hiking area here. So now I'm just gonna start up this car, and this car is using HPI electric starter, because I was fed up of using the pull starter. So when I bought this new NITRO car, I wanted electric start. So now I'm just gonna start it up. It's running very nice now, breaking in, first tank. Temperature is about 70 degrees Celsius or 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Can get a little bit higher also. So much easier to start with this HPI Roto Starter too. Very nice idle, I think. This 4.6 engine has, or 28 engine. I bought this car used, but it's never been driven, only started, so I have to break it in. The seller told me I had to break it in. Yes. First tank. This is tank number 2. Idling tank number 2. And on the third tank I'm gonna start driving slowly in a figure 8 or something like that. I have to do that also for 2 tanks. So totally 4 tanks for a break-in. After that HPI says you can start to tune the high-speed needle for some better performance. I changed both the servos. I just did some custom painting to the wing and also to the body. I painted it in pink. I'm calling this car for Pink Panther. Yeah, just so it looks a bit different from other cars. I think it's idling good. Maybe a bit high, but I want to keep it here so it don't stop by itself. It's spitting oil and some smoke, so all is good. And temperature is about as I said before, about 70-80 degrees Celsius. Yeah, just let it idle. It looks like idling one tank takes about 20 minutes. Of course, dependent on how high you're idling, but about 20 minutes for one full tank idling. Now it's tank number 3, so now I'm going to start to drive slowly in figure 8. Don't use much throttle, maybe 25% or something like that. This we're going to do for 2 more tanks. I have to repeat, it took maybe about 25 minutes for idling one tank. Very nice sound. I think I'm using the stock glow plug. I'm not sure if that is what the HPI call cold, but I'm gonna change later to the cold medium. But I'm using this for braking. I'm not an expert, but we're just gonna see if the cold medium is a bit easier with both idle and not stalling the engine when you give throttle from idle to high throttle, high RPM. Temperature. About 80 degrees Celsius or 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That is nice. It looks like it's running a ritch, but of course it's still got the brake-in needle settings. I've not started to tune it. If you wanted to run ritch on a brake-in, so the engine got a lot of oil and not running too hot. It took about 25 minutes for one tank. I'm not sure how long the time this is going to take, maybe 50 minutes. Depending on how fast you're driving. I'm just testing the steering and brakes also now. See that the car drives straight and setting the travel or endpoints for steering. I think I started with the engine idle gap at 1 millimeter as HPI says you should use, but I turn it down. It's not on 1 millimeter now, it's smaller, so the wheels don't turn by themselves or the car drive by itself. I think the idle sounds good now. If you wonder, I painted both the tail, wing and the wheels, and the body is painted pink. As I said, I just call this car for Pink Panther. I'm just going to use it for asphalt racing like this, and on what it's called, grail, on sand, you know. I'm not going to use it for hard bashing like crazy jumping, because NITRO cars are really not built for the most extreme bashing like the electric cars. One of the reasons is because it have this two-part motor and spur gear mount, just like the new Traxxas sledge. So if you jump very hard and the chassis bend, the pinion could miss the spur gear or be smashed into the spur gear and you could break something. So of course it can take some jumping, but not the most crazy. I also have to check the carb when I get home and see that the maximum throttle is wide open. I've checked that before, but I will check that again after the braking. I'm giving a bit higher throttle, but it's I think it's about 25-30%. It's not far from maximum. Okay, I checked the tank again. Still some more. So now I've driven 2 tanks on idle and 2 tanks quite slowly with figure 8 or something like that. So now the motor is broken in and I can start to tune it a bit. Typically in the end, before the tank is empty, you will see that you get some air in the tube line here, fuel tube, and then you know that the engine is going to rev up when it's get to the end, and then it's going to completely stop. So I just look at the tank how much it's left, and when it's getting close to the end I just put the car on the stand like this. So now we're gonna fill it up again and start it again. Yes, two tanks idle, two tanks slowly driving. I'm gonna start to drive a bit faster and tune it a bit. Just let the engine get up to some temperature first, about 80 degrees Celsius. I think it's quite good now, maybe a bit rich, but don't want to run it too lean. Let's see now, maximum throttle from idle. Oh. It's coughing a dog. I have to rest. I want to try maximum throttle from idle, but I have to talk with a man now that was also driving RC cars when he was young. So I just have to warm up the engine a bit and blow out some oil. Maximum throttle from idle. That's a little bit like a in a start. Maybe it needs a bit hotter rope. Not sure. Okay, gonna take the temperature now. About 125. About 120 degrees Celsius or 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, but I can't make it much more lean on the high speed with it. It's driving okay with this slow plug. Just gonna drive slowly till the tank is empty, and then I'm gonna get home. So I'm very satisfied with this car. Very easy to tune, really. Much more easy than my HoBao, because I used the wrong glow plug in this car. Testing the brakes. There we have it. Well, that was a perfect car, I think. First run and everything went good. Easy start with the Roto starter also. Right. Well, this first ride was perfect, I must say. Very easy to tune with this glow plug. I'm gonna write in the description what glow plug I'm using now, but I think it's the stock. Everything was perfect. The break-in and the tuning, very easy to tune really, compared to the HoBao, but I was using the wrong glow plug. So a perfect first driving, break-in and tuning. Excellent car. for a good price. You can find this car used today. So HPI keep making nitro cars. There are still a lot of people loving the sound, smell, smoke, heat. It's a real engine. Thank you.